falling relative to the other exports of grain and industrial products. So the key is to diversify, make sure that you're not dependent too much on one thing, and oil is still going to play a very important role in years to come, but the country is using its oil reserves, oil money, to diversify the economy in the right way.
What are you diversifying into?
We are developing the industrial output, agriculture, logistics, tourism, all of the industries that can provide more jobs and some export potential for the country.
Can I ask a question, actually?
By all means.
If agriculture is an area, can you tell us a little bit about the headline we're reading called the apple crisis in Kazakhstan?
Well, Apple is where Almaty is the city in Kazakhstan where Apple is born. We used to have very large apple orchards all over the place. Now they're shrinking because of the population growth and industry growth, cities growth, and so on. But the key is to keep Apple as the symbol and as a part of the economy.
Right, sir, I spoke to Ben van Beurden a week or so ago about Kashagan. Kashagan was, for those of you who don't know out there, and of course you do very well know, sir, is one of the biggest oil finds in the last 30 years. But it should have been producing over 1 million barrels a day by now, and because of various reasons, it isn't. And the oil companies involved in this include Royal Dutch Shell in this multi-billion-dollar projects as well. Listen to Ben van Beurden's answer, the head of Shell, when I said to him, sir, this has been a fiasco.
It's a difficult project, you're absolutely right. You know how much we collectively have invested in this project. It is a very, very complex project in many ways, from a technical and non-technical perspective. Some of the challenges that we are having there with the sourness of the gas and the oil are somewhat unprecedented. They have, indeed, you're right, given unprecedented problems as well, which we will work our way through.
So I appreciate the fact that you have a diverse economy and you want to diverse, but you've been given something geographically which is absolutely phenomenal. But the problem is, this is at least $30 billion over budget, and I'm pretty sure the last comments I saw is that we're not going to see a drop of oil coming out of this well again now, and it started production then because of leakages and what have you, they had to stop until 2016. This is a major blow for your country, isn't it, sir?
Well, obviously everyone is frustrated, but if you take a look at the large picture, I saw a number yesterday that says that average delay in bringing deposits online worldwide is 12.5 years. So given the Kashagan size and given its complexity, as you're perfectly right, there is no doubt that we should have expected some of the delays, some of the problems, and technical and economic. So in the long run, Kashagan ain't going to go anywhere. It's the largest deposit discovered in the world. It will always be a very important part of Kazakh economy, and it's going to come online.
What do you think has gone wrong with Kashagan? Is it the fact that one or several of those IOCs misunderstood the nature of the product and how to extract and how to transport it as well?
I was in the mining business before oil and gas business as well. To bring the deposit online into production on time, there are about 30 to 50 different things have to all come together in a perfect timing. If 2 or 3 of those wouldn't come, then you would have a delay. So the same way, there is way too many things that you have to anticipate, and they have to be done perfectly right. On this project of that complexity and the size, definitely you have so many players involved. Definitely you would expect that something will be delayed.
You sound incredibly patient, sir, and I want to carry on the point. Is there a case for changing the terms of the original contracts now with those international oil companies? And it's important for your country, and it's important for them as well, and their profits from this facility, this production ultimately. Is there a case for changing the terms of the contract?
Well, it's outside of my world of responsibilities, but as far as I know, no one is thinking about it, and Kashagan management company is doing a great job, and 2 years, it's not the major blow.
Right. I want to ask you about something else, because you mentioned you've used oil to try and diversify away, but Funding costs. I mean, you've just come back to the market after an absence of more than 14 years. How tough of an environment is it out there? Because to me it seems that a lot of investors look at frontier markets a little bit differently, but there's no doubt a strain out there as US dollar funding costs start to go a little bit higher, perhaps not in the past week, but that has been the general theme.
Well, the markets are a little bit tougher, but on the other hand, if you look at Kazakhstan, the investors do appreciate the stability that we've enjoyed for so many years, and the transition that Kazakhstan had done, to the opinion of many, is one of the best in the world. Now, we've attracted close to $200 billion of investment over the last 16 years, 100 billion of those in the last 5 years. Just a couple of weeks ago, Kazakhstan placed $2.5 billion worth of Eurobonds, 10 years and 30 years, low coupon, and it's been oversubscribed 5 times. So it shows that the investors who do follow understand the true economic potential and the environment where they invest in.
Where is the investor interest coming from? Because I've got to wonder whether Russia has damaged some of the sentiment and some of the enthusiasm.
You're right. Russia is our one of the most strategic partners. On the other hand, investors do realize that now the largest trading partner is China. The largest investor is European Union. So the country had diversified itself in all aspects. And we are sort of in the middle of everywhere. To China, to Russia, to Iran. So there is a tremendous potential for the companies who do understand the logistics and understand where they're investing in.
Right. Thank you very much for joining us today. A great discussion. Appreciate seeing you in the studio. Sagadiyev, Kazakhstan's Deputy Minister for Investment and Development. I believe we had a different title for you, but
yeah, and I really appreciate you weren't here to talk about cash again, sir, so I do appreciate you taking those questions as well. I think it's something that's very important for your country and indeed for the relationship with the IOCs. Thank you, sir. Goldman Sachs' chairman and CEO Lloyd Blankfein has told CNBC in an exclusive interview the world economy has moved from a positive environment with increased deal flow to one where deflationary concerns have taken precedence.
The storyline has gone one